Hey, Meave, let's have steak for dinner today.
I'm sorry, what did you just say? Did I hear you right? Did you really say steak?
That's right, I said steak. I was talking to the neighborhood ladies the other day, and they were saying that it's nice to be treated to steak every now and again. Apparently, their daughters-in-law and sons-in-law are always going out of their way to treat them to this or that. It seems that you need to step up your game, Meave. Next to them, I had nothing to brag about because you never go out of your way to do anything nice to me. So I thought to myself, why don't I go and get my daughter-in-law to treat me to some nice steak? There's that nice butcher's opposite your house, isn't there? I heard that their steak is particularly good. Go and ask for their highest quality beef steak and bring it over to my place. Then you can cook it for us and we can have a nice family feast.
Why are you asking for the highest quality steak all of a sudden? Do you have any idea how much that is going to cost? I think it will be a little difficult for us to afford that on a whim in our current financial situation. We're not in a position to just randomly splurge whenever we want to. We need to stick to a strict budget, and this is very much out of budget.
Oh, just go ahead and buy it for me already. Why are you talking so much? I'm sure you're exaggerating. It's not going to be that expensive. Let's see. So, I'll invite you and my son and my daughter and her husband over, so I suppose you can get enough to serve 8 people. That should be enough, I think.
I'm sorry, what? Why on earth would I get steak for 8 people when there's only going to be 5 of us eating? That doesn't make any sense. And besides, you know that my husband and I are struggling at the moment. If I spend that much at once, I'll have to tighten my belt for the rest of the month.
Stop making excuses and just do as I say. Now hurry up and go and buy it. I'll be waiting here for you. Well, I suppose I should be happy that you at least went and bought them for me, but why are you so stingy? You really went and scrimped as much as you possibly could, huh?
But I went and bought the exact expensive high-quality steak you asked for. What are you complaining about now?
When I asked you to get 8 people's worth of steak, I didn't actually expect you to come back with just 8 people's worth. You should have read the room and come back with at least enough to feed 10 people.
So, are you not full after eating all that? Why would you say something like that after it's obvious that you enjoyed the meal? It just caught me off guard a little to hear that you were still dissatisfied after I did exactly what you told me to do. There's no way the 5 of us would be able to finish enough steak for 10 people.
It's not like you don't have money, so I don't get why you're being so tight-fisted.
I really don't understand what's gotten into you today, Lois. You know that my husband and I are struggling because we both had to build up everything we have from scratch without receiving any help at all. We have had to make every penny count for the past few years, so I don't know why you keep saying that you think I have money when I really don't.
Well, my philosophy is that life is too short to not always be eating the tastiest thing available. Is it really that bad of me to want to eat something nice every now and again? Or are you going to deny me even that pleasure? Or are you going to make me feel guilty just for wanting to enjoy my food? Do you think that spending a little money on your mother-in-law is that much of a waste? Do you just want to keep all of your money to yourself? Is that it?
No, Lois, you know that's not the case.
Everyone in the neighborhood, listen up. This daughter-in-law of mine is trying to starve me to death. Everyone, come and look at how badly she's been mistreating me.
Lois, you know I would never do anything like that.
Whatever. I thought you were economically savvy and had a good head on those shoulders, but it turns out I was completely wrong about you. Now you're just showing me your true colors. Now I can see how petty you are. You think that when people get old, they should just crawl into a corner and die, don't you? I really misjudged your character, you know. You've let me down a lot, Meave.
Seriously, I can't believe this.
Honey, have you patched things up with my mom yet?
I told her that I was sorry and I bought her some homemade cookies as a peace offering. Thankfully, she seemed to accept my apology.
This is why you should have just done as my mom said in the first place. There was no need for you to be so stubborn.
You as well? What has gotten into people in your family these days?
Whatever, it's all in the past now. By the way, have you gone to see my sister's cafe yet?
Yeah, I went over the other day. I thought she was wanting to go for somewhere big, so to be honest, it was much smaller than I had expected. I think your mom was also a little disappointed with the size of it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a little small. I know it would be better for her to get a bigger premises, but that was all she could afford. Now, I'm a little worried that things are going to be hard for her from the outset.
And why is that any of my concern?
What's gotten into you? I'm just telling my wife about my family problems. Am I not allowed to do that?
Fine, sorry. Go ahead and say whatever it was you wanted to say.
It looks like she's going to need to do some expansion work to make it into a workable place. But in order to do that, she's going to need some money.
Again, I don't know why you're bringing this whole money thing up with me.
She'll need about $40,000, I reckon. Would you be able to lend that to her?
Why do you and your mom both keep asking me about money? Do you really think that I have $40,000 right now?
We're family. There's no need to be so stingy. Don't tell me you're saying you couldn't trust a family member to pay you back. As soon as business starts to go well for her, she'll pay you back straight away.
It's hard enough for just you and I to get by with our combined salaries. And we still haven't paid off the house or the loans we took out in order to finance the wedding. Do you not realize the severity of our financial situation right now?
Are you really going to make me say it? You have money, and I know it. My mom saw that you have an extra bank account with a load of money in it. Mom, tell Maeve about what you saw on her laptop that time. She keeps playing dumb and it's getting really annoying now.
What exactly did you see, Lois?
Well, when I was at your house the other week, I caught a glimpse of your laptop open on the kitchen table and your online banking page was open. It showed that you had an account separate from your regular one with more than $40,000 in it. Why have you been hiding that money from us, your family? I feel as it's only right for you to use that money to help out my daughter in her time of need.
Do you even know what that money is, Lois? It's the money from the savings account I opened as soon as I got a job. It's money that I've been diligently saving for a long time. Are you really expecting me to just give it all away for free?
Of course not. It would just be a loan. Don't tell me that you don't think my daughter is going to pay it back to you. She would pay you back generously, even including interest if she has to.
Well, that would only be if her business goes well, which we can't be sure about at this moment of time. Why would I lend such a huge amount of money to invest in a business that may or may not fail?
The more I listen to you, the more I think you're being a little too harsh here. Are you saying that you think my sister isn't capable of running a business well?
I am not saying that she isn't capable. I'm just saying that she's never tried to run her own business before, and these things are also often dependent on external factors. So we have no idea whether things are going to work out for her or not. It's important to always consider the worst case scenario in these situations and try not to be too optimistic. On the off chance that her business does fail and she can't pay me back my money, then what? That would be me just throwing away $40,000, wouldn't it?
That is really mean of you to say, you know. You basically just outright called my sister a scammer.
Oh dear. Money is a terrifying thing. It can tear families apart and make them think all sorts about each other.
I have worked really hard over the years to save this money, you know. I was planning on investing it when I felt the time was right. And as for you, Flynn, you should have been saving money as soon as you started working full-time as well. How come you don't have any savings? It's not my fault that I made better financial decisions than you. Why are you coveting my hard-earned cash instead?
Why are you drawing such a definitive line between my property and yours? We're family now, are we not? I thought when we got married we basically agreed that what's yours is mine.
That's right. When a woman gets married, she should be prepared to invest all of her money in her new family. Quite frankly, it's disgraceful for you to behave like this towards your own husband.
I'm sorry, Lois, but I don't have any intention of lending that money to anyone, and I'm not obliged to lend it to anyone, family or otherwise.
Here we are, having swallowed our pride to ask you for this money, and you're acting like the world revolves around you just because you have a little money to your name.
I don't think you have the right to say that to me when you're the ones trying to force me into giving you that little money.
Are you really gonna insist on acting like this? You'd better tell my mom that you're gonna lend her that money right this instant.
Do you really think this is the way to get me to lend you the money? With every single word that comes out of your mouths, I become less and less inclined to want to give you anything. You're just straight up asking for my money, aren't you? How is this any different from daylight robbery?
What? How dare you accuse us of such a thing? You are so obsessed with money that you've clearly forgotten about your sense of duty to the family. Don't you ever think about seeing me ever again. Are you crazy? How dare you talk to my mom like that?
How dare you talk to me like this? Since when was this how you treated your wife?
You're the one who needs to watch how you talk to both me and my mom.
I really don't know what possessed me to choose someone like you as my husband. The way you're acting right now has left me speechless. Now, let me ask you, what on earth makes you so confident that you have the right to ask for my money like that?
How many times do I need to explain to you that I'm not asking you to give my sister the money? I'm asking you to lend it to her. And don't even get me started on everything I have to say about you keeping that money hidden away from me. We are a married couple. We shouldn't be keeping big secrets like that from each other. Why didn't you tell me about that money? You just wanted a slush fund for yourself, didn't you? Be honest with me.
A slush fund? Now what exactly do you take me for? Of course I thought about telling you. You are my husband at the end of the day. I was actually planning on telling you about it and what my intentions were this week, but the reason that I kept it from you was because knowing you and that personality of yours, you would just go and blow all the money on something useless instead of saving it for our future. I want to invest the money I've saved and pay back our debt so we can move into a bigger house. We've been putting off trying for a baby because of money issues as well, haven't we? But instead, you want to give all of that money to your sister? And I know that your mom is also thinking about what she could do if she got her hands on the money as well. She's acting so entitled to it that anyone would think that it was her money and not mine.
I suppose you don't even understand because you don't have kids of your own yet. But my mom is just looking out for her daughter. That's why she has been acting like this. Why is it so hard for you to understand that? My sister has already hired the contractors, and they've already started knocking down walls for the expansion to take place. It won't be that long until they start asking for their payment. Are you really gonna leave her in the lurch right now?
What? Things have already gone that far?
Yep, that's right. Hearing that makes you think that you should really help out ASAP, right?
Of course not. You are obviously completely out of your mind. I never once said that I was going to lend her the money, did I? And yet she's already started on everything based on the assumption that she's going to be able to use my money? I can't believe the audacity of you all. Every single one of your family members are shamefully audacious.
Hey, that is not very nice.
Well, you haven't been very nice to me either, have you? What on earth makes you think that anything about this situation is okay? Oh, actually, I can't think of one way to help your sister out, actually.
What? What is it?
Your car is still in pretty good condition, isn't it? How about we just sell your car and then you can give your sister that money to help her out with her business? Or is it suddenly different when you're the one person losing out in this situation? How does it feel to have to make sacrifices to help your sister out? Not good, huh? So, stop asking me to make sacrifices for your family when you're not willing to make them yourself. Or we can just terminate this rental contract and give her the money we would get back from the deposit.
And then you would use the money that you have to get us a new place, right?
Of course not. I would take it with me and go far, far away from you.
What? Are you saying that you're planning on divorcing me?
I am not going to give your sister a single penny of my money, and that's final. If you don't want to use either of the methods I just suggested to get her the money, you'll have to go and think of something else by yourself. But to be honest, your sister's cafe isn't in a good location, and I do not have confidence in her management skills. Why is she going ahead with this renovation when she neither has the money to afford it nor the skills to make sure that her business does well?
You really are going a little too far now.
What is going on here? Can you explain to me why I came home from work to find that the whole house is a mess? And why is all of your mom's stuff at her house mixed in with all our stuff? Your mom isn't even here and she won't pick up my calls, so you'd better explain to me what's going on here.
Oh, my mom put her house up for sale. She's gonna be living with us from now on.
What? Your mom put her house up for sale and now she's coming to live in our house?
Yeah. You should be grateful that she agreed to take the spare room and that she's not expecting us to vacate the master bedroom for her.
I really can't believe this. What on earth do you think you're playing at here?
You told me to find some other way to help my sister, so I did. If my mom sells her house and moves in with us, she can give the money from the house sale to my sister to help her with her business. And then when my sister starts earning good money, she'll pay my mom back and she'll be able to move into her own place again. My mom has been really lonely since we all moved out. It'll be really nice for her to spend some time with you. You can use this as an opportunity to really bond with her.
If you were planning on doing something like this, shouldn't you have at least discussed it with me first?
If I had told you in advance, would you have agreed to this? Of course you wouldn't have. That's why I didn't tell you in advance. I didn't want to give you the chance to disagree and kick up a fuss. Anyway, there's not much you can do about any of this now, so you might as well just start adjusting to our new situation. You'd better go out of your way to be nice to my mom, because she's really disappointed with the way that you've been behaving. Oh, and by the way, I'm going on a business trip as of today. I'll be gone for 3 days, so you'd better use that time to sort out all of my mom's stuff and make her feel at home.
Is this really happening right now? Have you actually gone crazy?
Well, this would never have happened if you had just lent my sister the money in the first place. You're the one who forced us all into this situation. Remember that.
We'll talk about this again when you get back. Your mom is here now.
Is everything okay, Meave? What was that noise I heard when we were talking on the phone before you hung up all of a sudden? I thought I heard Lois's voice just before you hung up, and it seemed like she was cursing you out.
Wait a second, Mom.
What's happening? What's going on here?
When I got home from work today, all of Lois's stuff was in our house. When I asked my husband about it, he told me that she had put her house up for sale and that she would be living with us from now on.
What on earth? And they just decided that by themselves without even consulting you about it?
Yes, that's right. And it was Lois that you heard yelling at me earlier. She came in and started shouting that I needed to stop what I was doing and unpack her stuff for her straight away.
How dare she talk like that to my precious daughter? To be honest, I was a little uncomfortable when she said you two needed to make sure to find a house close to her place, and sure enough, my intuition was right. I think she's been planning to move in with you guys for a long time.
No, that's not it. This all happened because they asked me to lend my sister-in-law some money and I refused.
What? Money? But you don't have any money in the first place.
Well, the truth is that I've been secretly saving some money in a separate account and I have around $40,000 put away. They found out about it and they wanted me to lend the money to my sister-in-law so she could do some expansion work on her new cafe.
Well, they can't do that. Why would they lend money to someone in such a precarious situation like that?
Well, because I wouldn't give it to them, Lois put her own house up for sale to get the money to help out with the cafe, and now she's come to live with us.
And what did your husband have to say about this?
He's just as bad as the two of them. He said that when a woman gets married, her money is essentially considered her in-laws' property, and I should just give it to them without complaint.
You remember that your dad and I said that we would pay for your house and car when you got married, right? But your husband was strongly against the idea, wouldn't he? Why do you think that was? It was because he didn't want to feel like we had some kind of advantage over him, I think. I will not stand to see my daughter treated like this by anyone. I'll call the moving company right now to come and pick up all your stuff, and they'll take everything that you paid for, since he insisted on going 50-50 on everything.
Wait, what? Right now? Will they still be open at this time?
It's okay. Your dad is friends with the guy who runs the place, so he'll make an exception for you. Just grab all your clothes and shove them in a suitcase, and they will take care of the rest.
Mom, really, it's fine. I can sort this out by myself. I am going to divorce him.
You've always been very independent, and you've always rejected my offers to help you out, but this time I'm not going to let you do this by yourself. I need to see that despicable husband of yours and his mother knocked off their high horses immediately. Gather up all your valuables and get ready for the movers to come. I'll send your brother around too, so that Lois will be too intimidated to try anything, even if she wants to. And make sure you record every single thing she says if she starts cursing you out again, okay?
Thank you so much, Mom.
Have you gone mad? My mom said that a bunch of movers showed up and started taking stuff out of our house. What on earth is going on right now? I am canceling this business trip and coming home right this instant. So you'd better be there waiting for me. Don't you dare go anywhere. And don't you dare move any more stuff. What do you think you're doing, Maeve? What have you done to my poor mom? She just called me crying, saying that a bunch of strangers stole a bunch of her stuff and took it out of the house.
I'm busy, so can we just talk about this later? And both of you should stop making such a fuss. All I've done is take back the gifts I bought her over the years. The way you're talking, anyone would think that I'd gone and stolen all your mom's stuff.
You'd better tell these movers to stop what they're doing right now and bring everything back. Or at least tell them to wait until the morning. Why didn't you tell me that you were planning to do this?
Well, if I told you what was happening, you would have rushed over immediately and tried to stop me, wouldn't you? Just like you did with your mom moving in here. I decided not to tell you because I knew you would be against it. I'm sure you know what I'm going to say next, but I'm going to say it anyway. I am going to be filing for divorce, and I'm going to be cutting you off nice and cleanly. I wash my hands of both of you and your family, so now both your mom and your sister are your responsibility, and your responsibility alone.
Well, then you should have at least left the aircon behind when you leave. How can we survive without the aircon in the stifling summer heat?
Well, I clearly know what your priorities are, considering that the aircon is the first thing you considered. I've always been very independent, and I moved out of my parents' house as soon as I started college and started to live off my own money. I never once asked my parents for help or money, and I got used to living like that, but this time I was happy to accept their help and get myself out of this hellish situation. My parents have been very supportive of me since the divorce, and now I'm in Australia studying a master's in my dream subject. Oh, and after I filed for divorce, my husband actually came and apologized to me, admitting that everything he did to me was wrong. He even got down on his knees and started begging me for forgiveness. I wondered why he had a sudden change of heart, and after digging into it a little, I realized why he had done a complete 180 like that. It turns out that my instincts was right, and that his sister was in fact incapable of running a cafe, and she went out of business as fast as she had set it up. They kept using the excuse that it's still not easy for businesses to thrive in the current economic climate after the pandemic, but I think it's just because she was incredibly underprepared. Oh, and it turns out that my mother-in-law's house that she put up for sale in order to help out her daughter had decreased drastically in value, and it was only worth a quarter of the price she bought it for. Meanwhile, the house my parents helped get me after the divorce is already worth 7 times what it was at the time of purchase, so it looks like I'm set for the future. I'm still young, and thankfully I didn't have any children with my scumbag of an ex-husband, so I'm looking forward to building a new life with the right person one day. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey Cameron, are you there? Are you okay? What's going on? Wait, you didn't head home, did you? I'm sorry if I made you feel bad. Was it something that I said? It's just that I don't really know why you got so angry. I'd really appreciate it if you could just tell me what's wrong. I'm really confused. Anyway, I'm waiting for your message. Text me when you're ready, okay? Love you.
Hey, Anna. I'm sorry for getting back to you so late. I hope you've been doing okay. I just thought it was better to wait until after I finished work, without any other distractions, you know?
I'm sorry too, honey. I feel really bad about yesterday. It all just happened so fast. I already sent you a message yesterday asking about this, but why did you get so angry and leave without telling me? I was really worried about you. I really just have no idea why you got into such a bad mood. If it's something that I did wrong, please tell me, okay?
Huh? Are you serious? It's already been almost a whole day and you still don't know why? I thought it would have been obvious. Wow, so you really have no clue why I'm upset, huh?
So you really were angry, huh? I really messed up big time?
Yeah, honestly, I was furious. It kind of felt like you stabbed me in the back.
Wait, what? What could I have said? Why on earth would you think that? We just went on a typical date yesterday, right? It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. I really have no clue what made you so mad. So please, could you just tell me what I did wrong? It's really been bothering me. Please don't keep me in the dark over here.
I have to be honest with you. I wholeheartedly regret proposing to you yesterday.
Why would you say that? You regret it? Oh dear. Could you at least tell me why?
You tried to hide from me the fact that you were raised by a single father, didn't you? I found out for the first time yesterday. It was quite a shock, believe me.
Oh, so that's what this is all about. It's true that he raised me mostly on his own. He's been through quite a lot over the years.
Been through quite a lot? What exactly is that supposed to mean?
Well, I'm not really sure about all that happened. I just know that things were hard for him.
Are you serious? Why don't you know anything about it?
My father doesn't really talk that much about what happened, and I guess I stopped asking about it. What I remember is that when I was still in elementary school, my mother moved away and left us. I don't really know any other details, so I can't tell you the reasons why she left. The point is that he's been there for me all this time.
So ever since then you've been without a mother? Wow. What you're telling me is that you were raised in a very unnatural way. That's not good for any child, you know? Children are supposed to have two parents, a father and a mother. Having only one parent is not acceptable, especially a single father.
Excuse me? What exactly is so wrong with having a single parent?
This is ridiculous. If I had known about all of this from the start, I would have never even thought about proposing to you. If you had told me the truth, I could have saved myself a lot of time and money. What a waste.
What the heck are you talking about? You're sounding like someone from 50 years ago. And there was nothing unnatural about how my father raised me. He did a great job, for your information. He never hit me or did anything inappropriate to me. I bet you couldn't say the same thing about some two-parent households. I learned a lot of things from him. If you met him, you'd see what a wonderful father he actually is.
Anna, children need two parents. There are things that you missed out on by not having a mother. There may be more people these days that think it's somehow okay to have only one parent. However, I completely disagree. It's a mistake to celebrate dysfunctional families like yours.
I can't believe this. Why are you so against single-parent families?
Well, it's particularly bad in your case. You're a woman, after all. I'm sure that there were many things that your father was unable to teach you. Growing up without a mother to guide you and help you is really damaging for your future. You need to realize that you have a big disadvantage compared to other women.
I'll admit that I wish my mother could have stayed. And you're right, there's a lot of things that she could have taught me. But to be honest, my image of her when I was little wasn't amazing. She never did much housework or anything like that. Even before she left us, she wasn't home a lot of the time. To tell you the truth, I don't really know what having a mother is like. So, I can't really get behind your idea that two-parent families are better than single-parent ones. In my case, one father was all I needed.
Seriously? That's even crazier. Is your mother really that messed up? Your father clearly had poor taste when it came to choosing a wife.
I mean, she clearly has some issues, but who are you to talk about her like that? You've never met her and don't know her at all, so don't sit on your high horse and criticize her. I don't even know her that well myself, so I don't want to judge her without knowing more about her first.
Oh, come on. She clearly doesn't care about you at all. I bet she hated living with you. Guess you only ever had a good-for-nothing mother. I mean, that's really the only logical conclusion anyone could make.
Could you cut that out? You're saying some really nasty things. She may have walked out on me, but she's still my mother.
Huh? What exactly didn't you like me saying? I didn't make anything up. I'm just pointing out what you told me. It's not my fault. Your family is a complete mess.
That's not the point. I'm saying that you shouldn't be saying those rude things about my mother. I'm your fiancé, after all, remember? You ought to show my family a little more respect. Even if she wasn't the best mother, you have no right to talk about her like that. Got it?
You're hilarious. This just gets funnier and funnier. You're joking, right? Or do you still really think that we're engaged?
Huh? What are you saying?
Isn't it obvious? I'm breaking up with you. As if I'd marry someone from a single-parent family. I have standards when it comes to my woman. Only someone who was truly desperate would ever choose to marry you.
Excuse me? How dare you?
It goes without saying that my proposal is off the table. I'm just glad that I found out the truth about you sooner rather than later. Oh, and you can keep the engagement ring. I don't want to be reminded of you. You might as well sell it and get some money for it. Consider it consolation money from me. After all, we were engaged for a short time. Oh well, sorry to get your hopes up, but I can find someone far better than you.
I can't believe what you're saying. Just like that, you're done with me? You're a pig.
Well, believe it, that's what you get for deceiving me. Now that I've said all there is to say, see you later. Well, I won't actually see you again, but you get the point. Don't even think about trying to call me or message me again. I'm done with you. I don't want anything to do with you from here on out. I've wasted enough time with you already.
Unbelievable. You're the worst. You were the one who proposed to me. But just because I was raised by a single father, you're completely changing your mind? I had no idea that you were such a lowlife. You really are a horrible human being.
You're the one who hid the truth about their parents from me, so I find it rich of you to call me a lowlife. To think I almost ended up marrying you. Gross. I really dodged a bullet there. Honestly, it's like you try to scam me. I really ought to report you to the police. All you have is a single father and a worthless mother who isn't even there. If I ended up with you as a wife, we wouldn't last together as a family for very long. I bet you'd leave me just like your mother did.
You really are a completely different person than I thought you were. I'm the one who's relieved not to be marrying you, now that I know who you really are. Goodbye and good riddance.
Yeah, whatever. I know you're disappointed that you couldn't nab me. If there's one thing I can thank you for, it's making me laugh. Your pathetic responses have been hilarious. See you never. Hey, are you there? Hello, Anna? Anyway, long time no see. Do you still remember who I am?
Oh, I'm sorry. Who are you exactly? This is actually a private account, so I'm not sure how you managed to message me. I guess you may have found out about my account from someone else. Are you someone from work or a business partner? I can't think of any other reason why you'd be calling me.
Huh? Do you really keep in touch with people from work?
Well, yes, I do message a few of them every now and again. I'm still not sure who you are, though. Could you please tell me your name?
It's me, Cameron. I'm surprised that you didn't already work that out. I had some trouble with my account, so I decided to delete it and make a new one. All I had to do was search for your phone number and your account popped up. I thought that I might as well add you as a friend. After all, it's been a while. Well, that's about it. Did you miss me?
Oh, Cameron. Huh. I haven't heard from you in 2 years. I thought that I wouldn't have to speak to you ever again.
Hey, what's with the chilly reception? Are you in a bad mood or something?
Well, what do you want? I assume that you have a reason for contacting me after all this time. Though I thought that you told me never to contact you again, don't you remember? But here you are, calling me out of the blue. That's a bit contradictory, don't you think? I'd be feeling rather awkward if I were you, though I guess someone like you wouldn't mind. Oh well, it's not like I have anything more to say to you. I'd prefer that you just left me alone and didn't bother me anymore. I already cut my ties with you long ago.
Hey, don't say things like that. Though to be fair, I guess I did kind of mess up back then. Anyway, I'm sorry. My bad.
Seriously, why are you apologizing to me after all this time? It's far too late for that. Not that I would have forgiven you either way. An apology from you is worthless.
I figured you would react that way. I see you haven't changed. The thing is, I'm engaged. Surprise!
I see. And?
Wow, that's harsh. Even from you. I mean, can't you at least be happy for me? This is a big deal for me. After all, we used to be engaged to each other. It's the least you could do. I'm just asking for a little congratulations. We're not in any serious relationship now anyway. You don't have to be so rude.
Fine then, congratulations. Is that all you wanted? Just for me to congratulate you on your engagement? You've really changed, huh? Do you really need me to pat you on the back that badly?
That's not it at all. Don't get it twisted. And could you stop being so cranky? It's been 2 years, get over it. My point is, now that I'm engaged with my new fiancé, I've decided that I want to make peace with my past.
Oh, I see. So that's why you messaged me? You thought that I might do something after finding out you were engaged again?
Wow, you're pretty perceptive, aren't you? Though, to be honest, that's more or less what I had thought. After all, I was the one who suddenly ended our engagement, remember? It wasn't exactly the smoothest way to end our relationship. I'm pretty sure that you must really hate my guts. I suppose that's fair enough, though, huh?
I'm not gonna do anything. I honestly couldn't care less about your engagement. What, did you think it was gonna make me jealous? Fat chance. Besides, this is the first time I've heard about your upcoming wedding. I wouldn't have known about it otherwise.
Oh, really? I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised. I was convinced that you already knew about it. My bad.
Huh? Why would I? I'm not interested in you anymore. Try to get that through your thick head. I don't care about you or what happens in your life. You don't matter to me anymore. Besides, I didn't hear anything from you for 2 years. I thought you'd already moved on like I did. That's why I was so surprised to hear from you.
Okay, I get it. I just kind of thought you might be gathering bits of information behind my back.
How ridiculous. I told you that I don't care about you anymore. Even if I did, I don't have the time to go around collecting rumors about you.
In that case, I'm glad. I mean, you're the kind of person who holds grudges for a long time. If something happened to my girl, I wouldn't be happy.
You're delusional as ever. Do you really think that I would care enough to do something like that? I already told you I don't have time to meddle with your fiancé. I'm busy. Now, is that all you wanted to ask me? I have things to do, you know.
Sorry. I get it. Your time is precious. I just wanted to apologize for all my past behavior. I was horrible to you. I'm really sorry for everything. Now that I've done just that, you should be ready to forgive me, right?
I may not have a grudge against you, but it's not like I've forgiven you for what you did. So don't get the wrong idea. I have no intention of ever forgiving you because what you did is unforgivable.
Wait, are you serious? Even after I apologized that much to you?
Don't message me about something so trivial ever again. I have my own life now. I don't want to waste it dealing with you. Goodbye.
Hey now, just wait a second. This is important. If you don't forgive me for what I did, it's really gonna make things difficult for me. So come on, Anna, help me out. Hey there. Life is just full of coincidences, isn't it? I still can't believe that we ran into each other at such an unlikely place yesterday. I really didn't expect to see you ever again. It must just be fate that we saw each other there.
Yeah, of all the places to run into you, that definitely wasn't one I would have imagined. And I have to say that it was quite unpleasant meeting you there. Just my luck.
You don't need to say something that harsh. Come on, lighten up already. I bet that you were actually really happy to see me after all this time. I know that you don't hate me 100%.
Are you joking? How long am I supposed to still be in love with you for? I guess you're someone who thinks that everyone else loves them. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but I feel the exact opposite way about you. Your mindset is really getting on my nerves, so could you at least stop saying that I'm still into you? Besides, you have a new fiancé now, right? I feel bad for her since you seem to be more interested in me than her.
You can really talk a lot of nonsense, can't you? Don't worry, I treat her pretty well. Emily looked really pleased with herself the last time I saw her. I guess she's pretty happy that she managed to score a guy like me.
Well, it makes sense why you'd want to marry her. After all, her father is the head of All Meats Company.
Wait, you know about that? You really are in the know, huh? Okay, you got me. I'm dating a rich woman.
I mean, he's relatively famous. After all, he works in a bunch of different industries. I also hear that he's rather self-assured and confident, though they're not the only things I've heard about him.
What? Are you working in the same industry as him or something? You sure know a lot.
I suppose so.
Well, anyway, now that you know about her, it'll make explaining things to you a lot quicker. Basically, I'm a male gold digger. What do you think? I bet you're so jealous of me. It's genius.
Well, that explains a lot. I was wondering how you were able to afford going to all those expensive restaurants.
Wow, you're one to talk. Then how come you went to that fancy French restaurant? Was it for an anniversary or just to celebrate?
Well, no. I haven't gone just once or twice for some special occasion or something. I've been going there multiple times each month.
You've got to be joking. You're really overdoing it with your bluffing. We both know that you don't have the money to afford going that often.
I'm telling the truth, though. Whatever, I don't care whether or not you believe me.
Look, I get it, okay? Now that I'm a successful gold digger, you want to brag to me about how great your life is, right? Poor Anna. Stop being so jealous of me. It's embarrassing.
Are you even listening? I'm telling you that you really have no idea what you're talking about.
And I'm telling you that there's no use trying to trick me. I see through your lies. My upcoming marriage has a lot to do with the company I work for. So whatever you plan on doing, it won't work. You can't stop this wedding from happening.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't care about your wedding whatsoever.
Okay, fine, jeez. Since you won't drop the act, I'll keep you in mind as a second woman for me. Happy now? And let me let you in on a little secret. Emily's father has his own mistress, his favorite little plaything.
I can't say that I'm too surprised to hear that from you. But do you understand how insane the things you're saying are? They're pretty horrible in case you didn't know. Trying to keep me as your second woman? Planning to reveal your future father-in-law's infidelity?
Hey, he's the one who chose to have an affair. You can't blame me for that. Besides, I'm practically already the next in line to become CEO of All Meats Company. That's the whole reason I'm marrying Emily. She's my ticket to an easy life.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I figured as much. She's an only child after all. No other siblings to get in your way, huh?
Wow, you really do know everything, don't you? What a small world. You should be a private investigator or something. To tell you the truth, her father really seems to like me. That's how we managed to set a wedding date so soon. I should thank you. It's all thanks to us breaking up that I'm in the position that I am in now. I guess your pathetic single-parent family did something useful for once, steering me in the right direction.
Seriously?
Wow, don't get so angry. At the time, it was hard for me too. But when I went drinking with her father and I told him what happened, he was really impressed with me. He said that I was a real man. I definitely didn't expect him to say that to me.
Wow, I never would have imagined Mr. Thompson would say something like that to you.
Well, we were drinking at the time, so don't be too harsh on him. My point is, even if I never broke up with you, I would never have had the chance to marry Emily. It's all thanks to you. I owe you one. And I'm pretty sure that her father would be totally fine with you becoming my second woman. So how about it? A pretty good deal, don't you think?
I'll have to politely decline your offer. Thank you very much.
Are you serious? You really are something else. You don't get a chance like this very often, you know? Fine then, have it your way, but you'll regret not accepting my proposal. You don't know what you're missing out on.
Trust me, I won't regret turning down your offer. Goodbye.
Oh well, when you change your mind, just give me a call. I'll still be willing to let you join. I'm nice like that.
Like I said, I'm fine. Don't ask me again.
Wow, you sure know how to give people the cold shoulder. Though I should let you know that next month is going to be pretty busy for me. The wedding ceremony is next month, and Emily and I will go on our honeymoon right after. I've got to spend a lot of time with Emily during these next 2 months. It's a pain, but it's all for that sweet, sweet CEO position.
Yeah, whatever. Goodbye.
I guess you need some time to come to your senses. You'll come around eventually. I'll make it worth your while. You just wait. I'll be an even better partner to you than I used to be. Later. We had our wedding ceremony yesterday. It was freaking awesome. Now I'm married to a hot babe who is also super rich. I'll send you some pics of the wedding, so you better show me some respect. Well, what do you think? I bet you're blown away. You must be so jealous of me right now. And how about my new wife? She's a hottie, isn't she? And young too.
You two look happy together. That's the most important thing in any relationship. Though I'm gonna have to ask you once again to stop constantly messaging me like this. You're the husband of Mr. Thompson's daughter, so I thought that it would be a bad idea to block you. And after talking with my husband, we decided that it's probably best if we don't. But to be completely honest, you're a real pain in the butt.
Huh? What do you mean, your husband?
Yes, that's right. My husband.
Wait, are you telling me that you got married?
Yeah? So? Not that it's any of your business.
You must be joking. That's news to me. Why the hell did you hide it from me? You really love keeping things to yourself, don't you? Jeez.
I don't have to tell you anything. You aren't even someone I remotely like. Now, is that all? Can I go now?
Well, what about your answer to my question? Come on, let me hear it. Have you decided whether or not you'll be my number 2 girl? I'll let you share in the spoils from my new marriage.
You really are the most annoying person I've ever met. You know that? How many times do I have to say no before you'll give up?
Whoa, chill out. What's gotten you in such a bad mood? You've got to learn to be more mellow. I can't have you as my number 2 if you're going to be this cranky all the time. I know that you still have feelings for me. You can't fool me. That's why I only found out today that you were married. If you really didn't have any feelings towards me, you would have rubbed it in my face. I know that I'm right.
I'm also married to the head of a big company. My husband is actually a CEO, for your information. So there's no way I'd waste my time with a loser like you. You already had your chance and you blew it. My husband is the only man for me now. Got it? I wouldn't get back with you even if you were the last guy on Earth. And there's nothing you can ever do to change that.
Wow, hold on. A CEO? This is your biggest bluff yet. Maybe you'd be a better liar if you told me more believable ones.
I never thought that you would believe me anyway. I just wanted to mess with you and see how you'd react. With you saying things like how you're a male gold digger and constantly making fun of me, I wanted to get under your skin for once. I just happened to inadvertently mention my husband. Oh well. Though it kind of feels like I'm bragging about him or something. It feels a bit unpleasant, to be honest.
Oh, you poor thing. You've been through a lot, haven't you? So, when can we meet?
Are you still going on about that? Just drop it already. You really are a terrible listener, aren't you?
Look, I get it. This is how you want to play things with me. You'll say some meaningful sounding things, and then I'll eat it right up. That's your strategy for getting back with me, isn't it? You should know that you don't need to do that. My offer is still on the table. I have enough love for 2 women. Just admit how you really feel about me. You don't need to play all hard to get.
You're so disgusting. I'm sorry, but this is the final straw. I have no choice but to report all that you said to me to my husband.
Wow, report? Why are you talking so formal all of a sudden? Cut it out. You're being so weird.
Excuse me? After saying all those creepy things to me, that's what I should be saying? You're now the son-in-law of Mr. Thompson. That's the only reason why I've continued to keep in touch with you until now. But now I'm going to tell my husband everything. I've had enough of you and all the outrageous things you've said to me.
You really make me laugh. You really don't give up, do you? You're so dedicated to your made-up story. I think you might have what it takes to be an actress.
I'll be going now.
Oh well, I guess you aren't thinking clearly right now. I'll be waiting to hear from you again. You can take as much time as you need to become my number 2 woman. I wholeheartedly regret my foolish behavior. Please allow me to apologize for what I did.
Oh, there's no need for that. My husband has already told Mr. Thompson that you will never work with Red Eagle Group again. Mr. Thompson has already accepted this too. So there's really nothing that you can do about it now. Apologizing to me won't help it at all.
I beg of you, isn't there anything that you could do? I only intended my remarks to be taken as a joke.
A joke? Really? Even when you continue to bombard me with messages saying that you'll make me your woman, that was just a joke? You're infuriating. You never took me seriously and refused to believe the truth about my husband. No, you just couldn't stop yourself from chasing after me. I tried to warn you, but you wouldn't listen to me no matter what. Besides, even if it was supposed to be a joke, do you really think that that's funny?
I have no excuse for what I did. I truly regret my actions.
Oh well, my husband said that it all worked out in the end. He's been offended by your remarks toward me since way back when, so it was a chance to finally punish you.
Oh, I do apologize. What exactly did I say that offended him?
Do you really not remember? You must have no self-awareness at all, huh? Well then, I'll keep this brief for you. It's pretty much everything that you said to me. There wasn't a single word that didn't enrage my husband. But that's to be expected, isn't it? I'm his wife, after all.
I really have no excuse.
But what really ticked him off most of all was your mocking my upbringing, as well as all those times you tried to get me to be your number 2 woman.
I truly regret my actions. I don't know what I was thinking.
I'm sure that you know by now, but my husband and I have a 10-year age gap between us. We ended up falling in love with each other despite that. And unlike you, he's never insulted me, not even once. He also has a good relationship with my father, aka the one that you insulted.
Well, about that.
Not that it really matters to you, I'm sure. More importantly, my husband is reconsidering our company's relationship with All Meats Company.
What exactly does that mean, may I ask?
Well, as for the head of All Meats Company and his daughter, like you said, you're next in line to succeed him as CEO. However, you should know that the rumors about them haven't gone away. People find things out eventually.
Wait, by his daughter? Are you talking about my wife? I'm sorry, but I still don't understand what you're trying to say.
Just as you tried to lure me back to you, she tried to seduce another man. I guess that she isn't so different from her father. A lot of unfaithful people we have here.
That can't be. I assume that you have proof of that. Otherwise, that's simply insulting.
Your fiancé tried to seduce my husband. I guess being the CEO of Red Eagle Group, he was too tempting for her to pass up. The worst part is that it happened at your wedding ceremony. Rather unacceptable behavior, don't you think?
Excuse me? My fiancé would never do something like that.
Wedding picture. I'm sure that you recognize this photo. This is a photo of my husband and I on our wedding day. My husband was invited to your wedding a few days ago, isn't that right?
Oh, yes, that's correct. I do remember inviting him.
To tell you the truth, he told me that he didn't actually want to go. You have been utterly horrible to me these past few months, for one thing. However, we thought that it was a bad idea to let our personal feelings get in the way of the company's future. So, he decided to be mature about this whole situation and go anyway.
Oh, is that so? How very mature indeed.
As for the wedding ceremony itself, there weren't any issues that he had there. However, my husband decided to only stay for the ceremony and not go to the after party. As he was trying to go home, someone embraced him and asked for his contact details. That person was your fiancé. Of course, that was enough for me. He's already taken, thank you very much.
Are you serious? Did she really do that? This is unbelievable.
Yes, it is unbelievable. To think that she would pull a stunt like that. And as for you, you constantly insulted and harassed me every chance you got. Then to make things worse, you tried to rope me into your little scheme. Not that I even had the slightest desire to go back to you. My husband called Mr. Thompson as soon as the wedding ceremony ended. He told him all about what his daughter tried to do, as well as your actions towards me. My husband said that there is a high possibility that we will refrain from doing any more business with All Meats Company. So even if you are able to complete the project you're working on now, there probably won't be another.
Please, just wait a moment. Can't you do anything to change that? I really need your help to fix the situation.
It is true that I'm an executive at Red Eagle Group. However, I have no intention of helping you whatsoever. This is your own mess.
I beg of you, there must be something that you can do. If you don't help me out, I'm gonna end up getting divorced. Not only that, but if she leaves me, I'll definitely be fired from my job too.
Well, that really doesn't concern me, does it?
Excuse me?
To be perfectly honest, I've been wishing that you would just disappear. You really have no redeeming qualities.
I'm begging you, just do this one favor and I'll never bother you again. I apologize for everything. It was horrible of me to treat you the way I did and say all those things to you.
Your apologies are worthless to me, so don't even bother. You deserve all that is coming to you. This is what you get for mocking my single father upbringing. I'd be happy if you could go straight to hell. Bye! In the end, Cameron resigned from the company and left. He also got divorced by his wife. We ended up hearing all about it from Mr. Thompson. He told my husband that now everything is sorted, he was looking forward to future business with us. That really set my husband off. Regarding the deeply inappropriate actions of his daughter, the fact that he didn't even mention them was deeply disrespectful. When my husband asked him why he left those details out, the answer he got didn't make things any better. My husband said that their business partnership was over and that all current and future contracts would be canceled. 1 year later, business for All Meats Company continued to get worse. Stores all over the country started to disappear. Only the main company building is left now. As for Red Eagle Group, business is booming and my husband and I are enjoying our jobs more than ever. We're also getting along great at home. It feels like we're newlyweds again. I'm so glad that I decided to marry him. I'm looking forward to all the things we'll experience together. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye!
Where are you now? Are you on your way?
Hi, Marianne. I'm on my way to my mom's house so she can take care of Anna while I'm at Dan's funeral. I'll be there as quickly as I can, so hang in there. You must be going through a lot, and I want to be there for you. I know very well that you are going through the hardest time more than anyone else. Your husband passed away, and it must be painful. But still, you must gather your strength and take courage so he can rest in peace and go to a better place. He's not here anymore, but we are. Preston, Anna, and I are here, and we'll visit you more often than ever so you won't feel lonely. We'll take good care of you, so don't worry. Anna loves to spend nights at her grandmother's house. I'll drop her off at your place next weekend or so when things are settled.
No, you don't need to do that. You don't need to come to Dan's funeral or consider me as your mother-in-law anymore. I don't ever want to see your face again. I want you to get a divorce from my son and move on your way. If you're worried about me and want to help me in any way, that's what you should do. Do as I ask.
What are you saying? Why should I divorce Preston? I understand that it must be very difficult for you, as Dan's illness suddenly worsened and he passed away without even being able to say goodbye. But telling me not to attend the funeral and to get divorced is going too far. Was it my misunderstanding that I had a good relationship with you for the past 5 years of my marriage? I called you at least every other day and sent pictures of Anna every day. I went to see you and Dan even without Preston. I thought I did what I had to do as your daughter-in-law, and I don't think I could have done any better. Did I upset you in any way?
Is that why you're demanding to get divorced? Yes, it was your misunderstanding. Frankly, I never liked you from the beginning. Your appearance, personality, hairstyle, and voice, none of it appealed to me. However, since my son loved you and you were also a precious daughter to your parents, I kept my mouth shut and didn't want to hurt you with my personal preferences. But I have never once acknowledged you as my daughter-in-law, even for a second in my heart. I also didn't like that you got pregnant before you married my son, which made him marry you so hurriedly because he felt responsible. You only gave birth to a daughter when my son is the only guy in the family for the past 3 generations. It also didn't sit well with me that you wouldn't have any more children, despite my son having a significant responsibility of carrying on a family name. I haven't brought this up until now because I didn't want to become a harsh mother-in-law, but I have to say it now. I don't want to see your face anymore. Now Dan's gone. I'm not sure how much time I have left, and I don't want to waste my time even for a minute seeing you for the rest of my life.
Do you want me to believe that? You have never expressed such feelings to me before.
Did you really think that I was the kind of uncivilized mother-in-law who openly bullies and controls her daughter-in-law? Even if I had any grievances, I closed my eyes and ears for the sake of my son's happiness. I didn't want to get in between you two like a meddler. It didn't matter if I liked you or not, because what mattered was if my son was happy. As long as he was happy with his wife and daughter, I believed things like my feelings towards you didn't matter. But I was flattering myself. I couldn't stand seeing you anymore, and I realized my happiness matters too. How many more times do I have to tell you this? Listening to me anymore will only hurt your feelings. You should understand and do as I say. This is for your own good. I still can't believe it. Even though it was a premarital pregnancy, you were so excited that I brought the best wedding present ever by having a grandchild. You waited outside the delivery room all night while I was in labor when my own mom couldn't do that. You even gave me $3,000 by saying that you thanked me for giving birth to your precious granddaughter. You always loved Anna dearly. You never expressed that you were upset because your grandchild is a girl. You couldn't have hated me when you cooked for me at least once a week, saying raising a child takes up a lot of my energy. There's no way you would kick me out, who has been even more considerate than my own mother. Let's talk face to face and clear up any misunderstandings if there are any. I'll come over there right now. Please wait for me a little bit. No, please don't. I'm begging you not to come and stay where you are. Then you have to tell me why I should do as you say. I don't understand any of it, and I need an explanation. Because your crazy husband brought some crazy woman to the funeral. What do you mean by a crazy woman? He says she is his new girlfriend, and she is wearing revealing clothes that show off her cleavage, which is highly inappropriate for a funeral. He has even introduced her as the new daughter-in-law to Dan and as one of the candidates for the new daughter-in-law to guests paying their respects. I told him and his stupid mistress to leave immediately and not embarrass our family any further, but they rather threatened me and told me that an old lady like me needs to shut up. It was an unbearable sight to witness at Dan's funeral, but I knew that making a scene would not be the right thing to do. The chaos that was unfolding in front of me was almost too much to bear, but I held back my tears and anger, trying to maintain some sort of composure. I thought of you and my heart ached for you and Anna. It's hard to even fathom that the person I gave birth to could turn out to be someone so inhumane and cruel. I can't believe that he could bring someone like her to his dad's funeral, where people are supposed to be mourning and showing respect for the deceased. But despite my shock and disbelief, I know that I have to hold on to my sanity and strength. Not just for myself, but for you and Anna as well. I wonder what part of my education went wrong that I ended up with such an inhumane creature. It's frustrating and infuriating to think about it, but even that is probably my fault as a bad mother who couldn't raise her child properly. You shouldn't blame yourself. You have done nothing wrong. I always thought that my husband and I lived our lives with integrity and honesty, and that we raised our son to be the same way. But now, in the face of this terrible situation, I can't help but question everything. Was I wrong all along? How did I not see it coming? I feel ashamed and guilty in front of my late husband. I also feel immense regret for bringing you into this mess. I know that you are an important and cherished daughter to your parents, and it hurts me deeply to see you go through this. As for that scumbag, it's hard to believe my son turned out this way, whom I raised with so much effort and love. I'm truly sorry that you have to go through this, and I hope that we can all find a way to move forward from this insane situation. I'm sorry too. But I want to make sure that you know that it's not your fault, so you should stop blaming yourself for what's happening. As someone who spent 5 years with him, I never imagined that he could be such a pig either. But upon reflection, I realized his behavior has been quite suspicious lately. He worked overtime more often than ever, and when he came home, he didn't spend time with Anna, but instead just stared at his phone. A year ago, he suddenly suggested that we manage our own finances separately, which I now realize it was because he was seeing another woman. I had no idea and foolishly thought our relationship was going through a rough patch, and it could be fixed if I tried harder. I even suggested to him that we should try marriage counseling. But now I see that I was wrong to believe that. It's just so hard to accept that the person I loved and trusted for so long could be so deceitful and disloyal. And now I have to face the reality that our marriage is over. I'm so sorry, Hannah. I have caused irreparable harm to you and Anna because I raised my child wrong. I want to compensate you enough, but they threatened and coerced me into signing a document giving up my share of Dan's inheritance. I'm sorry I couldn't keep it for you and Anna. You will need support for raising Anna alone. Is that true? Did he really do such a thing to you? It's hard to believe, but just a while ago, he made me write and stamped that document. He threatened me and forced me to sign it, saying that if I don't comply, he'll destroy everything, including our family's ancestral rights. I can't believe my own son could do something like this to me at his dad's funeral. It's a complete betrayal. Preston stole the will that Dan wrote from his safe and destroyed it. I thought I had raised him better than this, but I guess I was wrong. I'm devastated that our family's assets, which Dan has accumulated through decades of hard work and sacrifice, are now at the mercy of that jerk. I want to make things right and give you and Anna fair compensation by Dan's will and for the damage that has been done, but he won't even listen. What should I do with that jerk who wants to take all the property and live with his mistress? I still have a house in my name and some savings, although it's not a lot. So I think I'll be okay for the rest of my life. But I'm worried about you and Anna. It's resentful I have to give our property to those cockroaches that my husband and I worked hard on all our lives. What should we do about the situation when Anna has to be the only one to spend that money? He makes me speechless. How could he do that to his mother? He makes me sick. There has to be something we can do. We can look for evidence that he stole Dan's will from his safe. Do you think you can get it? You know what? I installed surveillance cameras in the living room and my bedroom. I was worried about what might happen after Dan had a stroke, so I put them up. The footage may show Preston taking out the will from the safe and getting rid of it. That's perfect. I'll run to your house right now. It might take a while to look through the footage and find the right one, so I should get there quickly. I'll find it and reserve it on my computer. Does he know there are cameras put up in your house? I don't remember exactly, but I might have mentioned it to him. Okay, I better take care of it before he realizes and makes his move. I can't let that happen for Anna. What the hell are you doing? How can you not attend the funeral when your father-in-law died? How do you think others will perceive our family if the daughter-in-law doesn't even show up at her father-in-law's funeral? They might think our family is so dysfunctional. Bring Anna and come over here right now. You should say passed away when talking about older people's deaths. Do I have to spell everything out for you? And why should I bother attending the funeral when your new wife-to-be is already playing the role of your wife and Dan's daughter-in-law? You have some nerve. People will be looking at you strangely, but you seem to have no shame. Bringing your mistress to your father's funeral suggests you truly are something else. So, Mom told you already, huh? I thought it would be easier for you to get a divorce if you came to the funeral and confirmed her presence yourself. That's why I purposely brought her to meet you at the funeral so you can confront the situation without any warning. But that foolish old lady ruined everything. I wanted to see her embarrassed and shameful face with my own eyes. It makes me sick to my stomach listening to you calling Marianne that way. You should stop. Why are you so obsessed with your mother-in-law who isn't even your own mother? You're helpless. No matter how well you treat and love her, she will be just someone else's mother at the end of the day. She will become a stranger to you when we get a divorce soon. That's what a relationship between a mother-in-law and a daughter-in-law is. You two met because of me, but when I'm not there between you two, you won't mean anything to each other. So why are you getting so worked up? Why do you care what I call my mother? Don't forget, I'm her child, not you. She'll eventually take my side and do what I tell her to do. How stupid do you have to be to say something like that? You are as dumb as an ostrich. Even animals show more respect for their parents than you do. I'll ignore you even if you're barking like a dog, so please be quiet. That would be the least you can do for your deceased father. And don't make the guests feel uncomfortable and offended. Send your mistress away right now. Will you promise me that you'll divorce me? I'll send her away immediately if you promise me. Did you bring your mistress to the funeral as a threat, thinking that I wouldn't agree to the divorce? There was no other choice. I gave you countless hints that I wanted to divorce you for a whole year. Unfortunately, you never got the message and even suggested that we should try counseling. I thought this was the only way to make you disgusted with me and finally leave. So, are we going to get a divorce or not? My father's last moments can be shameful or peaceful, depending on you.
I'll divorce you whatsoever. Trust me and kick her out right now. Then I'll run to the funeral service right now and take care of all the duties as the daughter-in-law.
That sounds wonderful. I'm glad we're finally getting somewhere. What the hell happened? I just heard that I'm not able to inherit my father's estate. Why am I not able to receive any of it when I'm his son? My dad left a will stating that the entire estate should go to me, but Mom has somehow taken control of it instead. She has no right to interfere with my father's wishes and take away what was meant for me. Do you have something to do with this? Did you instigate her to do this to me? You'll be able to get more alimony if I have more money. You know that, right? You should help me, not her, if anything.
I'm telling you, I have nothing to do with this. Isn't that money meant for Marianne in the first place? That money is what Marianne and Dan established by working so hard for their entire lives. Do you really think it's fair for you to keep all of it and not give her a single penny? I don't care how much money I receive for alimony from you. What's more important to me is how Marianne can live the rest of her life comfortably with that money. How can you only think about yourself and not consider the life of your mother, who is a widow?
I can't help it if that's what Dad wanted. I wish I could talk to him to rewrite his will so Mom can get some of it too, but it seems it's too late now. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just following Dad's will.
No, that's not what Dan wanted. I know what you did. You invalidated his will, created a new one, and coerced Marianne into signing a document relinquishing her rights to the estate. This wasn't what your father intended at all, and it seems like you manipulated the situation to your advantage.
I swear to God that I never did such a thing. No matter how big of a scumbag I may be, I could never do something so heinous to my mother. Honestly, I won't lie and say that I wasn't tempted by the idea of receiving my father's entire estate. But how could I ever take it all away from my mother, who also needs to live her life on her own from now on? How can I make you believe me? I can't turn my insides inside out like a sock, and it's really frustrating.
You're such an amazing actor and a liar, aren't you? Everything you did in Marianne's room was captured on a surveillance camera, which was installed for Dan. Marianne probably didn't know that she would use the camera like this either. More importantly, Jamie recorded everything on her phone when she got worried about Marianne and went to check on her, who couldn't be found anywhere. Jamie was Marianne's housekeeper who worked for her, but they were good friends. I guess a friend is better than a son. It's been confirmed that anyone who destroyed or manipulated the will loses their right to inherit the estate, which means you won't be receiving a single penny of it. By the way, your mom may sue you for trespassing. You better be prepared for it.
I can't believe what's happening. Everything was perfect, and I can't just lose everything like this. I tried to take the money even by betraying my mother, but in the end I lost both my mom and the money. It doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean by perfect? It was a shoddy scheme full of slacks. If you had just stayed quiet, you would have received a considerable inheritance, but instead you used trickery and ended up not receiving a single penny. Who came up with such a pathetic scheme?
Her. It was entirely her idea, so I did nothing wrong. I can still receive the inheritance if I can prove what happened wasn't my idea, right? It sounded legit when she told me, but I was a fool who couldn't think twice.
Do you believe that will work? I can't help but feel pathetic for myself, who spent the last 5 years with such a scumbag like you. How lame of you to try to use your mistress as an excuse to get money whom you love so much. Does she have any idea that you're such a coward?
Hannah, honey, listen to me. Mom loves and adores you. Can you talk to her, please? She won't listen to me, but will listen to you. Ask her please forgive her son's wrongdoings and give him a portion of the inheritance. We have to raise Anna, and there will be a lot of expenses. Mom would die for Anna, so she would consider giving me anything, even though she hates me. Please, honey.
Didn't you say you wanted a divorce? I thought we were going to be separated very soon. I thought you said you will dump me and our daughter and start a new life with your mistress. You wanted Dan's money to have a future with her, not with me and Anna to begin with.
Absolutely not. That's not true. You're misunderstood. I said those stupid things because I was shocked and in a state of confusion after losing my father. How could you think that I would abandon you and our daughter? I can never do that, so please don't say such things. You and your mistress doing something indecent at Dan's funeral was captured in a photo by Jamie and given to me to use when I divorce you. Isn't Jamie so cool? Who would even think of doing such a thing with his mistress at his father's funeral? It's really low and beneath common sense. What do you mean by cool? Jamie should have minded her own business instead of sticking her nose in my business. Hannah, forgive me this one time. I never wanted to get a divorce. I won't let that happen. So now you decided to stoop and cling to me and Anna, knowing that Marianne would give all the inheritance to us. Your behavior is so disgusting and shameful. I'm going to claim alimony from you and your mistress. Just pay the alimony and child support peacefully and get divorced. I'm ready to file lawsuits if you're not willing to make it work. I don't want to talk to scumbags like you anymore. So unless we meet in court, let's never cross paths again. After what happened, I was able to divorce my husband quickly and gain custody of my daughter. We divided the spousal support and child support from our shared assets, but there was almost nothing left for my ex-husband to take, and his mistress ended up leaving him as she was after his money. Meanwhile, Marianne was very disappointed in her son and gave a significant portion of her estate to my daughter to prevent her property to go to her son in the future. She said she would continue to give everything to her granddaughter. I am grateful and sorry to her who gave me and my daughter so much love. I should repay her by living happily with Anna and visiting her more often. I hope that my mother-in-law, who might be closer and dearer to me than my mother, forgets the pain and lives the rest of her life healthily and joyfully. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe for more videos.
Housemaid, me and my friends are drinking in my room right now and we just ran out of alcohol. I need you to run to the store to grab us some more. Make sure you're as quick as possible. I don't want to ruin this vibe at all.
Kaylee, how many times do I have to tell you this? You can't keep on making me do all of your chores for you. Why don't either you or one of your friends walk to the store and buy some drinks for yourselves? I still have some things that I need to do tonight before I go to bed. I don't think I'm going to be able to do as you say.
Don't you dare disobey me. Whose house do you think that you're living in right now? This is my family's place. You don't belong here. Now do as I say and go buy me the drinks. Otherwise, I'm going to have to force you to leave. I can make it very difficult for you to live here. I'll start off by spitting all over your belongings and ruining all of your precious photo albums. I really mean it too.
Please don't do something like that. It would end badly for everyone involved if you do something stupid like that. I really think that you need to think about the way you talk and interact with me too. This kind of attitude isn't really acceptable. You don't act like this in front of other people. I don't get why you have to act so differently toward me.
Oh, quit talking. Are you gonna do as I say or not? Just answer my question. You're just a housemaid to me. All I need you to do is say yes to my requests. Stop making life so difficult for me like this.
You really need to calm down. You kind of scared me sometimes. Fine then. I don't want to argue with you and make you even more angry, so I'll go do as you say. Are you gonna pay me the cash before or after I go? Also, what do you guys want me to get?
I want a case of beer and 2 bottles of red wine. Also, I'm not going to pay you anything. You just wasted some of my precious time by talking back to me. As a punishment for that, I'm not giving you anything. Now hurry up and go before I get even more mad at you. Oh, I wish that I had someone a little more capable to serve under me.
Kaylee, I think you're being absolutely ridiculous. You're asking me to go buy you something and you're refusing to pay me?
I said no more excuses. Just go before I make you regret this. I thought I told you that we ran out already. My friends are getting impatient too. You better go now, or they're also gonna help me out making your life here miserable. You don't want that happening, do you?
Okay, but you really need to stop this. I'm trying to be nice to you, but I can't keep taking this kind of attitude forever from you. I'll leave this stuff on the kitchen table when I get back then.
Why aren't you answering me, you useless housemaid? What do you think you're doing ignoring me like this? When did I ever tell you that it would be okay to ignore me like this? Pick up the phone as soon as possible, or I'm gonna tell on you. I'm gonna say that you're not doing your job properly to my parents, then they'll decide to kick you out.
Kaylee? What do you need at this kind of time? I was getting prepared to sleep already. Also, I'm not your housemaid. It's not my job to take care of your needs either. I have work in the morning tomorrow, so I can't really stay up too much later. I'm already in bed. Is this something that can wait?
What did you just say? Are you stupid or something? It's not even midnight at this point. You shouldn't be in bed already. Only old and wrinkly people go to bed at this kind of time. Although you are kind of getting close to that kind of age. I guess when you turn 30, your body starts to break down and fail on you. I feel so sorry for you sometimes. I mean, your entire life is kind of a huge failure anyway, right? I'd never want to become somebody's housekeeper. It must be so miserable doing all that work by yourself every day. I guess this is what happens when you drop out of college. Anyway, old lady, you need to get out of bed right now and do exactly as I say. I have a job for you.
Well, I guess you're right, Kaylee. I am starting to get a little old. However, I don't need you feeling sorry about me right now. I need to get some rest for tomorrow if possible. I have to get up pretty early for work. If there's nothing else that you need to talk to me about, I think I'll go to bed now.
Don't you dare go to bed yet. I won't forgive you if you do that. I never would have called you if I didn't have something to ask you to do. Please, use your brain to think. Are you really too stupid to understand something this simple? Sometimes it feels like I'm talking to an animal, you know. Anyway, this is about the date I'm going on tomorrow with the guy I met at the gym. His name is Harry. You remember me talking to you about him, right? He's one of the hottest guys I've ever seen. He's in great shape too, and oh, I'm just so excited. He seems to be pretty into me too. I didn't have to do anything, and he approached me and gave me his number. Anyway, we're going to have a picnic tomorrow at the beach, and I told him that I'd prepare the food myself. I kind of wanted to show off my cooking skills. Guys like a woman that can cook, right? So anyway, I want you to put something together for us to eat for lunch tomorrow. He really likes hamburgers and steak pie. Make sure that you make them both from scratch, as I don't want him thinking that I bought pre-made food. I also want you to add some vegetables and other stuff too. Oh, maybe make some smoothies for drinks too. I want to show him that I'm healthy and that I take care of myself. Anyway, I'd like all of that prepared by tomorrow morning, as I'm going to be leaving at around 11-ish.
Hey, would you please hold on a minute? What you're asking me to do is kind of ridiculous. Didn't I tell you that I've got work in the morning tomorrow? Everything that you just listed out would take a really long time to make. It's basically midnight already. You can't just throw something like this on me all of a sudden. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. I need you to tell me about this kind of stuff in advance and during my work hours. Also, you should probably make the lunch yourself, if that's what you told him that you'd do. It would be pointless if I made everything for you. It would be very dishonest of you. I'm sure this guy called Harry would like it if you made the food and not some stranger like me.
Who do you think you are to lecture me like that? You're just a maid, so I shouldn't need to listen to anything you say. I can't believe it. You need to just say yes and get on with everything that I order you to do. That's your job, isn't it? So anyway, the date is tomorrow, just after noon, so just make sure you have it ready before 11. The food better be of high standard, too. My reputation is on the line as well, after all. You should be happy to finally be doing something useful with your time. I'm giving you a task to keep you busy, instead of just wasting away your future cleaning house. You should be thanking me for keeping you busy all the time. You'll never find out about who really made the food if you keep quiet about it too.
Your mother and father have told me over and over that you can't keep getting spoiled like this. I really don't think that I can accept this request from you. Also, it's a pretty ridiculous request to make at this kind of time. Even if I did want to cook for you, the grocery store isn't even open at this hour. I don't have any of the ingredients needed to make a hamburger or steak pie from scratch right now. I'm sorry, but I just won't be able to do as you want me to.
Just try to make something yourself with what you have at home. If you put a lot of effort into it, I'm sure your date will appreciate it more that way anyway. Also, as I said earlier, he's probably looking forward to your homemade cooking, not mine. Honesty and trust is very important for a relationship to work, you know.
I can't believe you're talking to me like this. How low would I need to go to start taking tips from a maid like you, for God's sake? I expect you to do as I say without talking back to me like this. Did your parents never teach you any manners at all? If there's nothing open right now, then just go get the stuff in the morning. If you don't want to wait, then go to a 24-hour supermarket or something. You might need to go a bit farther, but there's got to be somewhere you can get what you need. I don't know why I have to do all of the thinking for you like this. This is exactly why you're such a failure. Oh, and I almost forgot. Make sure you don't tell my mom and dad anything about this. It'll be our little secret, okay? Is that clear? If anybody else finds out about any of this, you're gonna be in a huge amount of trouble, and I mean it.
I'm so sorry, but I really need to sleep before my work tomorrow. I can't make anything in the morning as I'll be starting early tomorrow. Also, your mother was telling me to not do absolutely everything for you. She said that I should leave you to do the laundry by yourself. I think she wants you to become independent over time. This is a great opportunity for you to learn and become independent too as well. Being able to cook in the future is a very valuable skill to have. You might enjoy cooking as well. You never know. If you want, I can send over some recipes that I like to use for times like this. I don't mind helping you. I just don't want to be doing absolutely everything for you.
Shut the hell up! God, you can be so annoying at times. If you won't cook for me, I'll get some revenge on you. I'll set your stuff on fire and I'll make sure that you regret absolutely everything. I'll burn your clothes in your bag and take that wedding ring my brother gave you. That ring looks pretty expensive, so I'm gonna have it for myself if you're not careful. Look, you either cook the food I asked you to cook for me, or I have to take some action against you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now?
Ugh, you really can be so difficult at times. I'm too tired to even continue arguing with you like this. How about this then? Will you go to the 24-hour supermarket to get the ingredients for me? If you agree to do that, then I'll cook the food for your picnic. I can't be going to the store myself. It would take way too much time. I'll wake up early tomorrow morning and make sure that everything is made before I leave the house. How does that sound for you?
Jeez, you really are lazy, aren't you? I can't believe that you're even asking me to do this. However, I guess if it's for my lovely date, I don't have much of a choice. Just make sure you don't mess up the food, okay? This is really important for me. He's the kind of guy that I want to be dating after all. Also, it's not just about taste, you know. This is for a date, so it needs to look good too. This picnic should be a reflection of me. Beautiful, inside and out. Is that clear?
Yeah, I get what you want me to do. I'll do my best. Just make sure to put the ingredients in the fridge and I'll take care of the rest by tomorrow morning.
Okay, great then. I wish that you would have done the grocery shopping too, but I guess it can't be helped. I'm counting on you, so don't mess this up. You useless housekeeper! Why the hell are you not picking up my call? I need you to answer me immediately, as we have some talking to do. What the hell were you thinking making something like that? That lunch that you made for us was absolutely disgusting. It was so embarrassing to pretend that I'd actually made that. Were you trying to play a prank on me or something? You set this up to embarrass me in front of my date, didn't you? I can't believe that you would betray me like this.
Sorry, I'm making dinner right now, so I can't pick up the phone. Also, what are you talking about? I think that I made the food exactly like you wanted.
I'm talking about that gross lunch that you made for me to take on my date. I told you that it had to both look good and taste good. You failed at satisfying both of the requests that I made. Did you taste it while you were making it all? Surely you should have realized how gross it was if you had have tried even a little bit of it.
Actually, I did try tasting it when I was making it, and it tasted fine to me. It's no different to the food that I usually make, and you don't seem to have any complaints about them usually. Did your date not like the taste of it or something?
Well, he's a really nice, kind guy, so he didn't complain about it at all. However, I know that deep down he wasn't satisfied at all. However, when I tried some of the food, it tasted absolutely awful. He was such a sweetheart, though, telling me it was delicious, but I'm sure he was just saying that to try and make me feel good. However, now he's probably thinking that I'm some terrible cook. Is that what you wanted to do from the very beginning? It was your plan to ruin my chances with him? If things go badly now, I'll never forgive you. All those bland vegetables, there's no way he'd be impressed by that kind of stuff. What sort of flavor were you even trying to get there? I could barely taste anything.
I'm not sure how to say this, but you've never really cooked your own food, have you, Kaylee? I did the absolute best with the ingredients that you handed to me. When you just buy whatever ingredients are the cheapest at the store without caring about the freshness or the quality, that's the result you're going to get. If you want me to make you something that actually tastes good, I suggest that you actually get me the ingredients that are required for the dish. I really think that you should start learning how to cook at least a little.
Wait, you're not seriously trying to blame this on me, are you? Are you trying to say that I have bad taste or something? How dare you even suggest that? I can't believe that you're offending me after ruining my date yesterday. Once I get married and start living on my own, I'll learn to cook, so I don't see what the problem is.
Well, let me teach you one lesson really quick. When it comes to buying ingredients, it doesn't get better the cheaper it is. If you go for something a little more expensive, you'll get a much better taste. Also, you need to make sure to buy all the ingredients for the recipe, including the seasoning. It's very difficult to make the food that you requested, as so much was missing. It was like trying to complete a puzzle with over half the pieces missing. It's a shame that you needed to take it for your picnic, but maybe you should use this as an opportunity to learn. It's always a good idea to try to learn from your mistakes.
Why do I need to sit here and listen to you lecturing me about this? Stop changing the subject. You should be thanking me that I took the trouble to shop for ingredients for you. I could have made you go shopping for me, so you should be thanking me first. You're always bragging about your cooking skills, so I would have thought that you could do better than this. I'm really kind of disappointed in you. Now hurry up and apologize to me for ruining my date. If things don't go well with him from now on, it's all your fault, okay?
I don't recall ever bragging about my cooking at all. However, I do cook every day, so I'd like to think that I know the basics. However, I can't take any dish and make it into something delicious, especially if the ingredients aren't good enough and half missing to start with. There's a limit on what's possible, is what I'm saying. I think if you tried cooking for yourself every once in a while, you might have learned that by now. Not even the best chef in the world can make a great dish if he doesn't have the correct ingredients, you know?
Oh, stop making so many excuses about this. You're just a lazy dropout, so you should have all sorts of free time to be cooking. I am different to you. I have a great future ahead of me and so many friends that I need to see. I don't have the time to be wasting cooking. I just graduated and started work at a new company recently too. Since you're always around the house, you might as well help out a little. You should know how busy I am. I took some precious time out of my day to go on a date with that guy. I can't believe that you made me waste that opportunity. I was trying to get to know him and make him fall for me, but I couldn't focus because of your disgusting food. You can understand why I'm so upset, right?
You're very wrong if you think that I have all the time in the world. I am very busy working and doing all the housework too. I can't constantly listen to all of your requests like this. Also, Kaylee, you're gonna have to do some of this stuff yourself in the future. I have no idea who you're gonna marry in the future, but I'd imagine you're at least gonna have to do some of the housework and cooking.
Well, of course I'm gonna have to eventually. What's your point? I'll learn that stuff when I need to.
Well, I just think that it wouldn't be a bad idea to start learning now. You're not gonna live in an environment like this where everything is taken care of for you. It'll be a big part of your life when you do get married, so maybe you should start taking it more seriously. I'm sure you've been told that before, right? I'm sure both of your parents would like it if you managed to become a little more independent.
Oh, here we go again. You're always trying to talk with my parents behind my back, and I can't stand it. You're basically not part of this family anyway. I wish that you'd stay out of this kind of stuff. Don't you feel ashamed of hanging around here even after my brother married you? Don't you have any feeling of shame? Ever since he brought you home, you've acted so high and mighty. You need to remember that you're just a visitor here. I wish that you'd hurry up and move out already. Also, let me tell you this too. I was always against him getting married to you. He definitely could have done so much better than a woman like you. I can't believe he ended up ignoring my advice and chose to marry you in the end.
You've told me many times about this. I know that you're not a fan of me living with your family. However, it's not like this is my choice either. Also, I really wish that you'd stop voicing these thoughts to me. What's the point? Do you just want to hurt my feelings even more than you already have?
Oh, stop being such a crybaby. After my brother married you, our family had no choice but to take a failure like you in. I could never understand why we had to be punished like this. You should be focusing all of your energy on being a good maid to repay all of our kindness. My family has given you everything, so you need to do exactly what I say. That's the only way you can make up for what you did. Also, that reminds me, if I do get married pretty soon, you'll need to listen to whatever my husband says as well as me. You'll never stop being a housemaid to me as long as you're married to my brother.
What are you talking about, Kaylee? I am not your personal housemaid, and I really don't like being treated like one by you. I meant to be your sister-in-law, and you need to start treating me like a member of the family. What would your future husband think if he saw the way you're acting now? I just made your picnic this time since you threatened to burn my stuff and steal my ring if I didn't do as you said. I was actually kind of scared that you'd really go through with it, and that's why I helped you out this time. I'm sorry, but you have to stop making these ridiculous requests. I'll help you out when you need me, if it's not too often and you really need it. Otherwise, I think that you need to learn to become more independent.
You make it sound like I'm doing something bad by saying stealing. That's not what I was planning on doing. I was just planning on taking back what was rightfully my family's property. My brother was the one that gave you that ring, right? That means it's not really yours. I'm my brother's only sister, and he loves me so much. It's only natural that he'd want me to have the ring in the end.
I have no idea why you think any of that, but okay. Well, I hope that you stop threatening me like this in the future, too. I'm saying this for your sake. You'll end up regretting it one day. Anyway, just remember that even though I cooked for you this time around, it won't be the norm, so don't get used to it.
As if I'd ever ask you to make another meal for me after the disgusting crap you made today. Oh, I wish I had more capable housemaid around me. You're always so damn disappointing. Hey, housemaid, I have some fantastic news that I want to share with you. Make sure you listen carefully. It may not come as a surprise to you, but I'm gonna be getting married. It's with the guy from the gym I started seeing about half a year ago. I am the luckiest woman in the world. I feel so great about myself right now.
Oh, congratulations, Kaylee. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad that things ended up working out for you guys.
The thing is, my fiancé and his parents are coming to the house to introduce themselves to the family. You also need to be there to meet them too. Just try to be presentable and not to embarrass me. I'll never forgive you if you screw this up for me. It's like one of the most important days of my life. If it goes badly, I'm gonna curse you for the rest of your life.
You don't need to worry about me. There's nothing I'll do to ruin this for you. I'll just make sure to be polite and stay to the side.
Okay, good. Although it's kind of a shame that I have to introduce a failure like you as my sister-in-law. Kind of drags down the family's reputation after all. In fact, I kind of wish that I didn't need to introduce you to his family at all, to be honest. Maybe it would be better if I just introduced you to them as their housemaid. Don't you think that's a better idea, too?
You are not seriously asking me this, are you? I am a member of this family, too. I mean, aren't your parents going to be there, too? Surely they wouldn't go along with a lie like that. Besides, I don't see the problem with you introducing me to them as your sister-in-law. It'll be fine. You're the only one who thinks it's a big deal, so if you just let it go, then I'm sure everything will go smoothly.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's a huge problem that you don't seem to think that this is a big deal at all. I am completely embarrassed of you. Don't you understand what I'm trying to say at all? I I don't want them to think I'm anything like you at all. It'll lower their opinion of me, and it might affect me getting married to him. I'm not an idiot college dropout like you. I graduated from one of the most prestigious colleges in the country. We're nothing alike, so I don't want them to think that we're similar in any way. I hate it when you say things like academic background doesn't matter. You just say that kind of stuff as you have a pretty much non-existent academic background. It just proves that you're an idiot. They'll be able to see the stupidity the moment they see you, especially standing next to a truly smart and successful woman like me. That's why it's just gonna be more convenient if I tell them that you're our housemaid.
Well, if you think like that, I really don't care what you say about me. Doesn't seem like you're gonna change your mind about this anyway. I'm not gonna recommend that you do this, but I also won't stop you. My family situation made me drop out of college, but if that's really so embarrassing for you, then you can tell them whatever you like. Plus, I'm currently studying for some qualifications, so I wouldn't be too quick to call my academic background non-existent.
An old lady like you getting qualifications is such a waste of money. It's not gonna match up to me or my fiancé's family. They're all successful elites that graduated from very famous schools. I wish that my brother had married someone with a better background and higher status. I hate that you dragged down the entire reputation for all of us. I wish that you guys are gonna get a divorce every single day. Honestly, that would be the best day of my life when it finally happens.
Look, Kaylee, not everyone is as lucky as you and gets to go to the best school and college in the country. You already have a great paying job and you're getting married at a young age too. I feel jealous of you at times as my life has been completely different up till now. I couldn't have a lot of the school experiences that you did, and I must have missed out on a lot growing up as I wasn't as well off. I had to drop out of college due to family circumstances, like I said earlier, and that limits my job opportunities. I understand that you're in a better position in life than me, and I respect you for being in a position like that too. However, I think you should be a little more careful about what you say to me. Being condescending and mocking people that aren't as well off as you is not a good idea. You never know when it will come back to bite you. You're gonna get married soon, and you're gonna become so happy. I wish that you would stop talking negatively and mockingly at a time like this. I can't bear to think of all the bad karma you're building up. It's really scary to think about how you're tempting fate here, if not for my sake, then for your own.
Wow, you're such a sore loser. Don't talk to me about karma. That's just another old tale that shows how uneducated you are. That kind of stuff doesn't really exist, you know. Although I get why you want to believe that, though. As you don't have the intelligence to work your way up in life, you have to prey on luck and karma and all that crap. You'd think you would have learned something useful during the time after you dropped out of college, but I guess not. Here you are, just as stupid as ever. Once a loser, always a loser, I guess. You'll never fit in with high-class people like me and my fiancé. You're lucky my brother and parents took pity on you and let you into our house. I guess it's kind of like charity for them. It makes them feel good for taking in a failure like you. Anyway, I hope they all realize the mistake they made and kick you out sooner or later.
You're really pushing it today, aren't you? I mean, it's not like I married you, Kaylee, so why does it matter to you that I'm not educated? My husband loves me for who I am, so it wouldn't kill you to show me some respect, you know? I feel like that you're the only one in this family that doesn't accept me. Why does it bother you so much? It's not like I'm hurting you, so you should just leave me alone. Or at least take a second to think before you say these things to me. I'm a person, just like you, and I have feelings too. You come off like a selfish brat when you're like this, and I'm sure your fiancé wouldn't like to see the sight of you.
Don't you dare try to lecture me, you dumb, uneducated housemaid. It's bad enough that you're in my house. Don't bother trying to give me advice like this. I don't care what you say. When my fiancé and his parents come, just keep your mouth shut and clean up like a housemaid. After the introductions are done, just make sure you stay quiet in the corner. I would die before calling you my family member.
I really don't know what to say anymore. You sure are something else? Okay then, whatever you say. I've got stuff to do, so I'll leave you to it then. I'll try to do my best to stay as quiet as possible on the day.
housemaid. The hell was that about today? What in the world did you think that you were doing? Because of what you did, my fiancé just said he was breaking it off with me. I just got a text from him right now and I don't know what to do. I have never been this furious in my life. I thought I told you very clearly not to do anything stupid. What did you do to make him do this? I swear to God, I'll sue you. I can make your life so damn terrible that you regret ever being born. I know your life is already so hopeless, but don't think I can't make it worse.
Oh, Kaylee, don't bother trying to blame this on me. I didn't do anything wrong at all. You're the one that did this to yourself. You have nobody to blame but yourself. Don't you remember me telling you that you should stop acting so condescending toward me? You really should have listened to my advice. Also, it's not my fault that I just happened to know your fiancé, too. That was just a huge coincidence.
I can't believe that you guys knew each other. He lives in a different world to you. I can't believe he was acting so nice and kindly toward you, too. It was disgusting.
Well, we only knew each other very briefly. I just happened to be the one that called an ambulance for him when he was in an accident back in high school.
Yeah, he said that you were his savior or something. Why did you have to be the one that saved him?
Well, I mean, I wasn't just gonna ignore what I had seen. He was completely unconscious at the time, so I did what I had to do. I also ended up going to see him in hospital to see if he was okay. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the reason why he's breaking things off with you. I was really surprised to run into him again like this, but the way you reacted to this news was the problem. In fact, I didn't even recognize him at first, as it happened so long ago and I only talked to him briefly. He was the one that started thanking me out of nowhere while I was serving the tea. I didn't know what else to say back to him as it was so surprising.
Oh, stop trying to make up excuses for what happened. If you weren't there, none of this would have happened at all. I have a huge problem with the way you reacted to that conversation when I asked him why he knew our housemaid. You suddenly barged into our conversation and told him that you weren't a housemaid at all. You told him that you were my sister-in-law. I thought that I told you to keep your mouth shut and not to interrupt my precious day.
All I did was tell him the truth, as I didn't want him to have the wrong impression of me. Also, you weren't just calling me the housemaid. You very clearly insulted me by saying that I was a failure and that I was just a parasite to this family. I have a lot of patience with your nonsense, but you were really taking it too far this time. That's why I just decided to tell him the truth. Plus, since his family had come all this way to meet your family, I thought it would be rude of me not to introduce myself to them.
Well, you speaking out like that completely messed everything up for me. After you said all that, the entire atmosphere was so awkward. I couldn't seem like the honest and kind woman that I am. I saw the way they looked at me after you got involved, and I didn't like it at all. They looked at me like I was a monster or something. My fiancé told me that was the reason he started doubting me. It's very clearly your fault that he's breaking things off from me.
Well, I can kind of see why he'd want to break things off with you after that. It's a huge shame for you, as he seemed to be a really kind and nice guy. I'm happy for him, though. He managed to dodge a bullet, choosing not to get married to you. He definitely deserves better. The fact that you kept on mocking my academic background in front of everyone was probably the final straw.
How dare you even say that? There aren't many women that are better than me. I'm attractive, and I have a great academic background. Also, I don't understand why he decided to take your side on this matter. I'm his fiancé. Surely he should be on my side in this matter. None of this makes any sense to me at all. I just don't get why I'm in this situation right now. Then to top it all off, his parents started fawning all over you for some reason. They then mentioned that they weren't comfortable with me as their future daughter-in-law. I have absolutely no idea why they were giving you preferential treatment over me. You need to take responsibility for absolutely all of this. It's all your fault that this is happening to me. It's one thing for you to drop out of school and ruin your life, but don't go ruining my life just to make yourself feel better.
Wow. You really don't get it, do you? They didn't like you because of the way you mocked me for my background. Didn't your fiancé ever tell you the story about his grandfather? You might not have been listening, so I'll try to walk you through it. His grandfather had such a hard time developing his business until it could turn a profit, and all his children had to work at the shop to support him.
He was unable to send them to college, but he worked really hard and managed to give his family a good life and upbringing. Your fiancé and his parents respected him so much for that, and they never even considered the fact that I dropped out of college to support my family to be a bad thing. Both him and his parents were great people, and I could see that they had very good morals.
That's what I am saying. He's such a good guy, and that's why we're perfect for each other. He can even care for a loser like you. And I think that's sweet of him, even if I can't quite get there. I don't care what his uncle or whoever the hell it was did in the past. I'm angry at the fact that you somehow managed to make everyone my enemy. You intentionally did this, or else you could ruin my life. You're just a college dropout, and you should live a miserable life.
See, you're still missing the point. You're in the situation you're in right now because you're a terrible human being. You need to realize that and start trying to fix things. I don't understand why you feel the need to look down on people that aren't as fortunate as you either. I am working very hard to make ends meet, and I'm sure there are many people in a situation similar to me. You mocking us for trying to make a living is disgusting. It seems your fiancé felt the same way as me, and that's why he's leaving you. I'm sure that a smart scholar like you should be able to piece that together now.
What do you know about my fiancé? You're certainly all high and mighty for some stupid housemaid who can't barely make enough money to feed herself. We both graduated from great schools, and we both work for high-end companies. We have so much in common. We're both in the upper bracket of society. Also, I don't look down on everybody below me. It's just that I hate you for giving me and my family a bad reputation.
I think I'm just about done trying to talk to you about this. It's obviously pointless. The way we view things are just too different. You might still be able to rescue your relationship if you apologize to me and his family for your actions, though. You need to admit that you were wrong and that you plan on changing in the future. I think that's the only option that you have left.
Did you just say that I have to apologize to you? What for? I didn't even do anything wrong in the first place. Apologizing to a lowlife like you would be the biggest mistake of my life. I am never gonna say sorry to you. Absolutely never.
If that's how you feel, then you weren't the right girl to marry him after all. Your terrible personality and values have betrayed you this time. I knew that this would happen one day. This is that karma I was talking about. His parents are perfectly right to oppose the marriage, too. I think that your engagement getting broken off was just a matter of time at this point.
I can't believe that this is really happening to me. I've already told everyone around me I was getting married. All of my coworkers and my friends are gonna look down on me if they find out that my fiancé broke off our engagement. I can't have that happen no matter what. We were even planning on going to Hawaii for our honeymoon, and we even booked all our reservations. What's gonna happen to that?
Oh, well, since you brought it up, I guess I'll tell you about it. I heard from your dad that you were going to need to pay the cancellation fees for everything yourself. After they went home, your mom called your fiancé's family. I overheard what she said to them, and it didn't sound too good for you at all. She was saying how she was so sorry for your terrible actions and that she's absolutely appalled of you. She also said that she's going to redouble her efforts to make you a better person. The phone call went on for a while, but that was the general gist of it. It kind of sounded like your mother wanting nothing to do with you toward the end. I think you might have lost the trust of 2 families today, which is pretty impressive, actually. Also, just remember that you're gonna need to pay the cancellation fees. It should be pretty hard by yourself. You've barely just started working, so you won't have nearly enough saved up to pay it all back in one go. Seems like you won't be able to have any fun for a while. Debt is no joke, after all. And your bad attitude will probably just make it worse.
You're lying. There's no way that my parents would do this to me. I'm their beloved daughter. I'm not gonna believe a single word that you just said to me. You must have said something to them that turned them against me, but I'll talk sense into them. I'll tell them that you're the one that ruined everything for me. This is not like the dream wedding I'd been picturing at all. I was born to be a princess. You're the one that needs to go apologize to my fiancé and their family. You need to go tell them how lovely of a person I am too, and convince him to get married to me. I need you to go do this right now. This is my future we're talking about here. Everybody seems to favor you as well for some reason, so I'm sure that you can fix this.
You owe this to me for messing all of this up for me in the first place.
So now you're asking me to apologize? For what? I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. Honestly, your fiancé is probably feeling lucky that you showed your true colors before the marriage. I bet you that he's glad that he managed to split off from you before the marriage. I seriously doubt he has any intention of getting back together with you whatsoever. Both him and his parents are probably celebrating as we speak, and I can't imagine the terrible things they're saying about you. I think that you're just gonna have to live with this. Use this as a learning experience and try to change for the future.
So you're not gonna do as I say? You're a housemaid. You need to be listening to the orders that I give you. You should know better than anyone what I am going through. The thought of being hated by my in-laws is terrible to think about. Normally, when your sister-in-law is having a stressful time, you should try to help out. For as much as you complain about me, you're not exactly being that nice yourself, are you? You should at the very least try to help me pay for all the cancellation fees that I have to pay. I mean, I only just started working recently. I don't have the type of money to pay it back. However, you've been working for a while now, so you must have some money saved up. That's like the least you can do for me. Maybe if I could just borrow a little now and I'll pay you back once I get married or start my job or whatever.
Wait, what did you just say to me? I must have misheard you. Did you just say that I should help you out as your sister-in-law? I thought I was just your housemaid. You've never thought of me as a sister-in-law a single time in the past. Stop saying stuff like that just because it's suddenly convenient for you. Even if I did think of you as a sister, I don't think I could take your side on this matter at all. It's obvious that it's all your fault that you're in this mess in the first place. I'm sorry, but I have absolutely no intention of helping you out in any way, shape, or form.
Since when were you so cold to me like this? So you're saying you don't care about me at all? After all the times I took care of you, letting you stay in our house and trying to be a good sister to you, this is a terrible way for you to repay me for what I did for you. I can't believe this. I expected better from you. I just tried to call my fiancé, but the call isn't going through. He hasn't been reading any of my texts either. Why though? What the hell? What am I meant to do? If I gave you his number, maybe you can call him instead. Tell him how great of a person I am and that I want to get back together with him. Please. He was my everything. I love him so much and I really want to get married. I don't want to break this off.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you started acting so arrogantly toward me. You were so smug back then, but now that you're in trouble, you want to come begging for my help? I'm sorry, but that's not how life works at all. You've come this far, so you might as well stick with your views and keep hating me. It's not like I'm ever going to forgive you for all the terrible things you've done to me anyway. You can't just treat people like crap and expect them to help you out at a later date. You've been spoiled for so long, and I don't think you know what it means to work hard for anything. Maybe this will be a turning point for you in your life. It'll be a good chance for you to learn to become a better person, for sure. Either way, I don't plan on doing anything for you. I'm not gonna call up your ex-fiancé and try to ask him to forgive you. Also, me and my husband are gonna be moving out, so I won't have to see you or talk to you ever again. This is goodbye for us. Best of luck with the rest of your life. It's looking pretty dark in the future for you, but hang in there.
Wait, Ella, don't go. You need to help me.
Oh, so you do know my name then. You only ever called me housekeeper till now, so I thought you didn't know. It's a shame that this is the only time I'm ever gonna hear you say my name like that.
Don't leave me, please. What am I supposed to do on my own? Please, I just need some help. I don't have anyone I can depend on.
As I was getting ready to move out with my husband, I let my parents-in-law know about how Kaylee had treated me like a housemaid ever since I started living with them. Kaylee's parents were absolutely furious with her for the way she had treated me. They decided to come up with a punishment for her so that she would never do something like this again. They decided that Kaylee would have to live like a housemaid for them for an entire year so that she could understand how I felt during my time living with her. It would also mean that she's able to learn some valuable skills such as cooking, laundry, and cleaning. Life for Kaylee was hell from this point on, as she was working a full-time job while doing all the housework after she came home. She had been very spoiled up till this point, so she couldn't get used to a lifestyle that kept her busy at all times.
Also, her parents didn't go easy on her at all, even when she begged them to stop. I guess they kind of felt responsible for the way they had raised her. She wanted to move out, but couldn't as she was in a large amount of debt from having to pay all those cancellation fees. She was losing sleep as she couldn't get all the housework done in time, and that led to her making a mistake over a mistake at her workplace. I heard that she recently got demoted from her position and that she was at risk of losing her job completely. I don't really feel sorry for her at all, though. Maybe she finally understands how I felt when she treated me like a housemaid. I hope that she gets through these tough times and becomes a better human being. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing and pressing the like button.